Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Anne. We're working on this heart-shaped shower curtain, so stay tuned. Welcome back everyone. Let's just have a moment of prayer for the situation that's happening in Ukraine. Let's take a deep breath and send out our prayers and then come on into our creative time right now. So I wanted to make a love yourself heart shower curtain ensemble. So the first thing I did, I went in and got my shower curtain and took the measurements. So that's how I knew what size I needed to make for this shower curtain. Okay, I made a video called Curvy Turn Edge Heart Applique, and just showing you how to make the curvy heart applique. And these are some that are straight stitch or straight seam. But once I did that, I said, well, I want them to float. I wanted them to have a shadow on them. So I made video number 2 showing you how to add a shadow or make your hearts look like they're floating. And that's what I did in this shower curtain. So I went on and appliqued these applique pieces to a foundational square, and they're different colors. And I use invisible thread, and it's up to you to choose what type of thread you want to use. And I applique them down to this block. Then I wanted to add a large border. This border is about 3.5 to 4 inches wide. The reason why that is because I want to do some curvy seams. Once you have your blocks together, you're going to sew them into rows. And so, but they're going to be sewed in using the curvy seam method. So I have 2 blocks here and I want to sew these 2 together. I'm overlapping them 1.5 inches. They are both facing the forward, and I'm going to cut in this curve. The most important thing about putting these blocks together is that you cut that straight stitch right there, a straight cut first, and then you go into cutting your curves. You're going to cut a straight cut and then cut into your gentle curves. Very important. You can remove what's left over, and there you have it. It'll be a curvy seam, and that straight cut right there that I'm pointing to is very important because that's where you're going to begin to sew, and you want to make sure you line that up very carefully, and it saves you a lot of headaches. So what if you have all of your rows and you want to sew a row to a row? So I have a row here. I have it folded 4 times. I believe it's folded. There's 4 different layers of fabric. The rows are pretty much the same width. Make sure your pattern, your heart appliques are facing in the right direction. And again, you're going to overlap this row on top of the row you want to sew it to. And it doesn't matter if one is on top of each other. It doesn't matter, just long as you're overlapping 1.5 inches. And as I begin, I'm going to cut a straight cut first, and then I will begin finishing with my gentle curves. It's very important. So this is a whole row, and I believe once I sew this row on, I should have the enough length and width for the shower curtain that I need. But I'm cutting in this gentle curve, and really make this a gentle curve. This is an area where you don't want to have a very, a very curvy curve, because it's a long row and it may become a little difficult. So I've cut in this gentle curve, and this is pretty much how these rows are going to go together. And then you just take it to the sewing machine, and because you have that straight cut right there, it's pretty easy for you to start sewing in your curvy seam. And I have a video on that, the curvy seam video. Please go watch that. And this is how it's looking once I have sewed in my block to block and then my rows. And I said, well, my friends wanted to join me, and there she is. And they wanted to make sure that I sewed a seam on both sides and the bottom, because this is going to be a shower curtain. And they liked the colors that I chose because they said it matches with their dresses. So that's what I did. So I went back to my shower curtain. I wanted to, you have to have hooks in order to hang this up. So I used that to mark where my grommets would go so that I can add a top portion to our shower curtain. And once I did that, I wanted to reinforce it with interfacing to make sure that it would stand the test of time. Your shower curtains are going to be pulled on and snagged, so just add some interfacing there. I cut holes in there and just added my grommets. I did get my grommets from Walmart or Hobby Lobby, even Amazon. You get a better deal because you get more in a package with Amazon. So, and this is how it's looking once I added those grommets to the top. My hearts are floating. I'm loving this this shower curtain. I like that the curviness causes some feminine qualities, and it gives it a movement. I love it. The colors that I have picked. I hope you're inspired to make a bathroom ensemble. So this was really fun to do. And I have the shadows of my hearts. I love it. I love that they're floating. So after I did that, I found some of my scraps and I made a table runner. Now, if you have a ruffle foot, that contraption that you see, use that. It's really helpful. You have ruffles that are evenly spaced, and you don't have to fuss with it. And then I made a toilet seat cover. This one I tried to do another method of making ruffles, and I had a lot of problems. But I was so happy because I have a rug that I'm adding hearts to. But this rug was made out of Walmart clothesline rope. And I just took fabric and wrapped it around this rope and sewed it together to make a rug. But I had made this rug last year and I thought I'd add the hearts to it. But if you want to see how to make that rug, I have a video called Clothesline Rug, and you can make your own rug in any color that you so choose to. But once I sewed those hearts to the rug, everything matched so nice. So I have my rug. Now I have my shower curtain with my floating hearts. And then I have my toilet seat cover. And then my table runner. And the curtains. And I thought I was set and ready to go. So here's a little quick picture of the toilet seat cover, the toilet lid cover. And then here's a quick picture of the rug with the hearts all around the bottom. And here's the I always forget the name. Those are curtains. Yeah, the curtains. The curtains I'm still working on. And I'm looking at this bottom panel and I forgot I need to add another floating heart to that. But I just wanted to come in and just inspire you to make something for yourselves. We are quilters and crafters. We're always making something for someone else. And this is for me. And also let's put a prayer out for the people in Ukraine, and let's take a deep breath and be safe, everyone, and thanks for watching, and bye-bye.